Not too bad. Red velvet latte. Really got a hot cocoa type of a flavor to it. A little bit sweet. If you don't like sweet, you're probably not going to like this, but it's not too bad. It's not something I'd want to have every day. But it tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty good. All right, I'm going to put my coffee aside, and we're going to talk a little bit about today's workout. So to get the full picture, I had to go to connect.garmin.com because on the app, it only shows what the running workout would be. And this is another one of those days where it's really a bit of a two-a-day. So you've got your regular running workout that's scheduled, but then you have some core work to do as well, or some cross-training. Cross-training is probably a better way to say it. Core work's incorporated in there, but I'm just gonna call it cross-training, kind of cover all the bases. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at this here and just kind of share it with you. So I'm to go at an easy pace. I'm to run at an easy pace for 30 minutes with 10 minutes cool down. Not bad. That's pretty typical for a recovery run. So today is a recovery run, if I didn't mention that already. And then for the cross training, they've got body weight exercises for 15 minutes, leg exercises for 15 minutes, and then core exercises for 15 minutes. So it's a 45-minute workout. The last time that I did this, I tried to mix it up the best that I could. I don't have a really solid routine developed just yet. But I know that I'll do many of the same things that I did before, and there was some crossover really between body weight exercises, leg exercises. They kind of blended together from one to another depending on what it was I was working on. So I'm just going to have some fun with it. I'm going to spend 45 minutes and get in some cross training that's not on my stationary bike for once. So that's going to feel pretty good today. It looks a little bit gloomy out right now, but it's definitely going to get much warmer here today. I only mention that because, maybe later on today, I might be able to get outdoors and do a little something, whether it's related to training for the Boston Marathon or it's just a chance to get outside and enjoy a little bit of warm weather here in Michigan. We'll see. We'll see. Got lots to do. Got a lot of fun things to do. I do like to meal prep a little bit. This is kind of midweek, but I ran out of the soup that I made the other day, so I picked up some ingredients to make up a new batch. So I'm going to do that. It's a little off topic, but maybe not. Nutrition is a big part of training for any event, whether it's a marathon or, half marathon, 10K, 5K, or maybe you're just want to get in better shape or stay in shape. Nutrition is really important to help us get there. So I'm going to make another vegetable soup. I'm just going to be kind of throwing stuff in it today. I don't have anything specific in mind. Of course, I'll start with the basics, but then I'll just kind of add whatever I think sounds good to me today. So I'm going to have a little bit of fun with that. All right. That said, I am going to get around here and get my recovery workout in. I want to say recovery run, and it really is. If you're following along, all of these things, remember, are running workouts that are designed to help you achieve your goals. And, I'm just converting them all over to my bike right now while I'm working through my injuries. And, thank you guys. I really do appreciate everyone who has commented recently on, my situation. And it's just one of those things. It just happens, right? Hopefully, I'll get some of these bugs worked out of my body, so to speak. My last training block, it was my right side. And, I still have, I have bursitis in my right hip. I got an MRI. That was a whole big thing. And that's just hasn't gone away. It feels better some days than others. And I've got pretty much the same thing, not surprisingly, going on with my left hip this time. But my left is much more severe than my right, which is why it's keeping me out of my running shoes right now, because I'm able to ride my bike just fine. It doesn't seem to bother me too much. And I've got a bit of a quad thing that's going on too with my left. So hopefully I'll get that thing, get that all worked out here relatively soon. If not, that's okay. That's okay. Time might not be on my side when it comes to doing my best in Boston, but that doesn't mean that time really isn't on my side. And I say that because there's a lot of other races that I'm going to be running coming up into the future. So while I might not be setting myself up to run a personal best in Boston, I'm going to have a lot of fun there. And hopefully, you know, I'll keep my fitness level at least up so that when I'm able to train maybe a little bit higher level, that my next race you know, will be my personal best. So it's always chasing that personal best. And, you know, at my age, we start to decline a little bit. You know, we lose muscle mass. You know, I'm fast approaching, and I've said this before, I'm fast approaching 60, and I realize that. So, you know, you get to that point where, you know, my goals aren't necessarily to be faster than I was 10 years ago, but maybe to be as fast as I can be today, if that makes sense. All right. With all of that, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to get into this workout. And, you know, we'll chat a little bit along the way as I get through that recovery workout. And maybe I will chat a little bit, too, when I'm doing some of that cross-training that I'm going to be getting in today. All right. We'll talk more in a minute. So we're off and running on the stationary bike. Got 30 minutes of a recovery workout. So I'm going to be keeping my heart rate low, keeping it low and steady. I was just thinking to myself a little bit about maybe efficiency of my workouts. And I was wondering if maybe I should have done my cross training first. Because even though this is a recovery workout and it's going to be a lighter effort, I'm still going to work up a sweat. And I know that I'm going to want to take a shower right afterwards, after I do a little bit of light stretching. Which means then that I'll do some cross training after that, and then I want to take a shower again. So maybe not the most efficient way of doing things. I probably should have done my cross training first, maybe, because I don't tend to work up as big a sweat for that, and I probably would have been fine to do those things. You know, do the body weight, the core and leg exercises, and then jump on the stationary bike. But I don't know if it makes a big difference, other than, like I said, maybe saving a little bit of shower time. Oh well. Nothing's ever perfect. It just has to be good enough. Just good enough. Even though it is a recovery workout, it's still important to stay hydrated. So I try to continue to drink, you know, every, 10, 15 minutes or so. Just take a quick swig, because that's something that, you know, I can forget to do sometimes on an easier effort like this. So, oh, and just a reminder, so for my easy zone, which is zone 2, my heart rate should be 131 to 143 beats per minute. And then for the warm-up, or maybe the cool down, zone 1 would be 106 to 130 beats per minute. So we'll see just how well I can dial it in. Sometimes I get it right, and sometimes I don't. It'll be fun to look at the end of this workout to see which one it is today. Just wrapping this one up. Kind of got caught daydreaming a little bit. I looked down at my watch, and I was at I think 41 minutes and 37 seconds, something like that. So right now I'm just kind of doing an extra couple of seconds. Gonna spin my legs out a little bit before stopping. Overall, I think I got it done today. You know, so nice about a recovery workout is, even though it was, 40 minutes total, man, that time just seemed to fly by after Monday's 2 hours and 40 minutes on the cycler. So, I got Oh, a GCN video plan that's probably an hour long, which is kind of why I lost track of time a little bit, because I was paying attention to that, just kind of watching, and like I said, daydreaming a little. Before I knew it, 40 minutes was done. Felt like a pretty good place for my heart rate to be. Didn't feel overtaxed. I think I got I think I nailed it. I don't know, we'll see. Whenever I would look down at my watch, it was, my heart rate was around 137, 138 beats per minute, something like that. And again, I was trying to keep it between 131 and 143, so I'll be curious to check out the numbers to see what my average heart rate was for that 40 minutes. All right, I'm going to stop, and we'll take a closer look at the numbers here in just 1 second. Got to switch cameras. All right, so that recovery workout was a lot of fun to do. I really enjoyed it. It was, I just focused on trying to keep a steady, even, smooth cadence throughout that ride. My heart rate was down. I felt like I could hold a pretty decent conversation throughout the workout, and I think that's about where a recovery effort should be. All right, in total, according to Merrick, I went 41 minutes and 41 seconds. Total distance was 18.46 kilometers. 239.9 was the average power. I was turning my legs over at an average of 71 RPMs, and my average resistance was 8. All right, I am going to see if I can get this to sync up with my watch here, and maybe we can take a closer look at specifically my heart rate, because I kind of wanted to see what my average heart rate was. Okay, so I got to slide over to stats here. Oh, perfect. My average heart rate was 133 beats per minute. So it's a little bit at the lower end of that easy zone for me, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And the training effect was base. Perfect. Nailed it. All right, you guys. I've got a few things to do today, including making that soup that I talked about earlier. So I will see you in the next one. Oh, and as always, run tall, run strong, be kind to one another. Thanks for watching. And again, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys are having a great day.